Happy Actual Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. I hope you all got a kick out of the Sentinels of Earth Prime preview video that I put up on Saturday. If you haven't, be sure you go watch it after this one. But today we're back to custom decks, in this case Ghost Girl, a hero created by new custom card creator Insom. He's got a workshop mod called Menagerie of the Multiverse, if I'm not mistaken. Menagerie comics and all. And this is his flagship hero, so we're going to be giving her a whirl against Omnitron 5, created by Delphage. Her teammates are Heroic Luminary, the Uncanny Quicksilver, and Unity, and we'll be returning to Cantwell because after the video where I showed the deck off, Russ Lizetsky actually made a couple of changes to it, and I've taken all the new cards, shuffled them, and put them on top of the deck so we can see them. But for now, let's take a look at Omnitron. So note he's got 256 HP, but at the start of the game you set his HP to 50. Set aside all copies of Technological Singularity, Terraforming, Adaptive Plating Subroutine, and Sedative Flechettes. Those are all over here. Gameplay. As Omnitron is being assembled, it is immune to damage. Start of the villain turn. If there are 8 or more face-down villain cards, construction is complete. Omnitron gains HP equal to the total HP of all drones in play, then flip this card. Instead of the normal villain play phase, reveal the top H cards of the villain deck. Play each drone that does not have the same name as a drone already in play and discard the rest. When a drone is destroyed, flip the destroyed drone face down and each other drone gains 2 HP. Face-down villain cards are indestructible. Okay, so we have to fight our way through some drones for a little while. All components and electropulse explosive are gun drones. They have the keyword drone and device and are targets with 7 max HP. Oh, that's nice. If they would cause Omnitron to deal damage, instead that card deals it. Okay, that's a lot of rules, but we'll see. Alright, so we start off, instead of the normal villain play phase, reveal the top 4 cards, play each drone that does not have the same name as a drone already in play, and discard the rest. So we've got an Electropulse Explosive, 2 Automaton drones, and the Interpolation Beam. So that's a gun drone with 7 HP, as is the explosive. Okay, so we've got to beat 8 drones to flip him. We want to try and get rid of all of them if we can. I don't know what happens when he flips. And focusing on one over hitting multiples is a good idea. Okay, end of turn. Let's see. That does nothing. That hits the highest for 4, which is Luminary. Everybody else has 26 HP. And this will hit us for 1 when we draw cards. Let's go ahead and start with Triple Cross. Destroy hero non-character card. Don't have any. Destroy up to 3 targets with 5 or fewer HP. We will just go ahead and flip that drone. 1 target deals itself 2 psychic damage. Let's have it be this. And then these are... Oh, that's a device. He's a device, so she gets to deal 2 damage to something. I said focusing them down is the right way to go. Draw a card, and she'll take a damage. Alright, we begin with a Mercury Strike. Quicksilver deals a target 2 melee damage and 1 melee damage. That's enough to take out this. Heals the Electropulse Explosive. And then we'll go ahead and play Forest of Needles, since it's a finisher. 3 melee damage to a target with 8 or fewer HP. Good enough. And with her power, she can hit it for 2 more. Draw a card. We need some more targets. We're about to take this one out. Let's go ahead and Brainstorm. Hit that for 1, draw 2 cards, draw a card, and that's it. This does not leave Ghost Girl with a whole lot to do. Let's start with Phantom Whale. The 4 highest HP villain targets deal themselves 1 psychic damage each. The top card of your trash is a spirit card, increases damage by 2. So that's her main thing, is she cares what the top card of her trash is. That will take out the Electropulse Explosive. Now, we're not going to be using her power. It says if the top card of your trash is a spirit card, 1 target deals itself 1 psychic damage. Well, it is. We don't want that to happen, so we'll just draw a card. Alright, Cantwell gives us Leyline Intersection. At the end of the environment turn, each player may discard a card. Then reveal X cards from the top of a deck where X is equal to the number of cards discarded this way. Place the revealed cards in any order. So it'd be useful if 2 people could discard cards. Let's see, let's have Unity can do it, and Luminary is fine with that. So let's reveal the top 2 cards of the villain deck. Well, it doesn't actually matter. I guess we would have to discard 5 cards to actually make that matter in this case. Oh well, whatever. Alright, probably won't be doing that again. Okay, 4 cards happen, and we know what 2 of them are already. They're all different this time. The Automaton drone hits the highest for 4. I guess Ghost Girl can take that. He's dealing damage off the number of drones in play, so that's 5 damage. I guess Unity will take that. Okay, Brilliant Inventor. We got a turret drone. So that's 4 lightning damage to something. We'll go ahead and flip the Automaton drone, draw a card. Play Liquid Metal. For a combo, we get Alloy Storm. For a finisher, we get Forest of Needles. Okay, that's surprising. Did anybody else know that Quicksilver only has 2 finishers? I thought she had 3. She will deal herself 2 damage to play a combo now. So Alloy Storm, hit everything for 1. And then Forest of Needles, I can do 3 damage to something. If I take out the assault drone, that will heal the other two back to full. I guess I should do that. Healing 1 damage off isn't too bad. And then we can go ahead and hit the Electro-Pulse Explosive for 2 and draw a card. Alright, well, I've got a construction pylon and 2 mechanical golems, so y'all know what that means. Draw a card. This sounds like a good idea. Little mischief. Select 2 non-hero targets. There's only 2, so that's easy. Each deals the other 2 melee damage. So, 2 damage, 2 damage. Then if the top card of your trash is a spirit card, reduce damage dealt by those targets to non-villain targets by 1 until the start of your next turn. That'll be helpful because I can't take them out. So now we will go ahead and use her power, Ghost or Girl. Top card of my trash is a spirit card, so we'll have the Electro-Pulse Explosive hit itself for 1, because that -1 is only to non-hero targets. Draw a card. Alright, Cantwell. Ancestral Assistance. If Rantok Wood is in play, this card is indestructible. At the end of the environment turn, reveal the top card of the deck of the villain or hero with the fewest cards in place, so that would be either Quicksilver or Ghost Girl. If it's a one-shot, replace or discard it, otherwise put it into play, then destroy this card. So we'll do Ghost Girl. It is a one-shot. Hey, we have the Electro-Pulse Explosive hit the Railgun for 2, the Railgun hits the Electro-Pulse Explosive, flipping it, and then the Railgun heals 2. And actually, the top card is Spirit, so that gets another -1. Awesome. Thank you, Ancestors. Alright, start of turn, this deals the 2 hero targets the highest HP, 3 projectile damage each. I actually have to read that because I rarely ever see these go off. So it's doing 1 damage to Quicksilver and Luminary. And then he gets 4 more cards. 3 more cards. That's fine, because we can take all these out and then he'll flip. Okay, number of drones in play. Once again, that is 5 to Quicksilver. And then this does actually heal Omnitron. We can't do anything about that, so that needs to go. Alright, let's hasten victory. I could play all according to plan, but these drones are doing a lot of damage. Top card of my deck is Bared Blade. Oh, sweet. Let's hit this for 2, try and take it out. Draw a card, use a power. Let's see. That's 3 devices. Let's go ahead and drop the healing drone. Everything else heals 2. And then she can go ahead and smack all those for 1, reduce their damage in case we can't take them out. So we do actually want to take all 3 of those out if possible. It'll keep Omnitron from healing before he flips. Draw a card. I'll play Mirror Shard. That's not one I use very often. Draw a card off that. And she'll do 2 damage to the Railgun and draw a card. Alright, start of turn. Turret Bot will take out this guy, healing the others. Might end up with one of those in play. Let's Hasty Augmentation. We'll use that on Quicksilver and she can take out the Railgun. And skip her power and draw a card. New Beginnings. Search your deck or trash for a relic card and put it into play. If you search your deck, shuffle it. If the Staff of the Magus enters play this way, Ghost Girl deals a target 2 projectile damage. If Mother's Hairpin enters play this way, each player draws a card. Let's see, that's not a spirit card. Let's go for the Staff of the Magus. Those are the only 2 relics she has. Play, she deals a target 2 projectile damage. This says at the end of your turn, if the top card of your trash is a non-spirit card, Ghost Girl deals up to 3 targets 1 damage of any type. Power is discard a spirit card. If you do, Ghost Girl deals a target 3 damage of any type. But I think instead we're going to use her base power because that's a non-spirit card, so I can play an ongoing. We'll play Tending the Graveyard. This is her other big thing, is that she uses the environment a whole lot. If the top card of your trash is a non-spirit card, Ghost Girl is immune to damage from the environment, so that's right now. Otherwise, increase damage dealt by the environment to non-hero targets by 1, so that can be neat. End of turn. End of turn. Top card of my trash is a non-spirit card, so she deals up to 3 targets 1 damage of any type. Will do 1 infernal damage to that thing. Okay, Cantwell. Stalking Banshee. This replaces the escaped test subject. In the environment turn, this card deals the 2 non-feature targets other than itself with the lowest HP, H-2 sonic damage. So that is B-Bot and that thingy, which lets me destroy an environment card and deal the target 2 projectile damage, and we successfully cleared the villain board, although with all these cards in play, who knows what horrors lie in wait. Okay, Omnitron is gonna flip. He gains HP equal to total HP of all drones in play. There aren't any. Flip this card. I assume he's no longer immune to damage. That's a pretty cool picture. Techno Terror. When flipped, move all non-character villain cards in play, the villain trash, and the 8 villain cards set aside earlier into the villain deck. Remove all drones in the villain deck from the game, then shuffle the villain deck. Oh, I'm looking at the card changes, and it sounds like Electro-Pulse Explosives and components are no longer drones. So, all those go back in. So remove all drones in the villain deck from the game. Shuffle the villain deck. Reveal cards until from the villain deck until 2 components are revealed. Put them into play and discard the other revealed cards. Oh, discard the other revealed cards. Interesting. Okay. Discard the other cards. Villain components are indestructible, so I'm not going to put the HP on them like I usually do. Players must draw cards when they are able to, so you can't skip drawing a card in order to avoid the damage. Card changes. Okay, so Technological Singularity destroys H equipment cards, not all. Sedative Flechettes destroys H ongoing cards, not all, and then Omnitron deals H-1 projectile damage. Electropulse Explosive has a max HP equal to 3 times H. Okay, that's nice. Adaptive Plating Subroutine reduces damage dealt to Omnitron by 1. Okay. Alright, and it is the start of the villain turn, so he hits the 2 highest for 3 each. That is Luminary and Ghost Girl. And then he hits the highest for 5. That's Unity. And then he gets to play a card after all of that. Technological Singularity. So we destroy H equipment cards. There's 1. Not an equipment-heavy team. And then he deals each hero character card 2 lightning damage for each card destroyed this way. Okay, so she takes 2. That could have been worse, I suppose. That's it. So he's start of turn heavy now. Is he still a device? He is still a device. Alright, we're going to play according to plan. So he gets a +1. But so do I, damn it. And we'll go ahead and use the regression turret, hit him for 2, negate that +1, draw a card. This is going to be crazy because, I mean, it's just Omnitron, but he's only playing one-shots and components. Well, and I guess the Electropulse Explosives. Stress Hardening. Quicksilver has less than her max HP. Increased damage deals to non-hero targets by 1. And she'll go ahead and hit him for 3. Draw a card. Start of turn. 3 damage from Turret Bot. We've gotten through the extra HP that he healed. I'm going to Flash Forge this powered Shockwave into a Swift Bot. Although I'm not going to be able to do anything about that yet. Draw a card. Alright, Ghost Girl's in a bit of a pickle because these 2 cards kind of need more stuff out. I guess I could play this Disruptive Possession. Select 1, destroy an ongoing card, and the villain target with the lowest HP deals itself 2 psychic damage, or select an environment target, it deals each non-hero target 1 psychic damage, then destroy that card. There are no environment targets, so I can't pick that one. What I could do is destroy an ongoing card. Those are indestructible, so it fails, and then he hits himself for 2. So now I have a spirit card on top of my deck, and he'll hit himself for 1. Draw a card. The very interesting thing about her is that she doesn't deal damage other than with the staff, I think. Yeah, that lets her deal damage, but it's also very limited. Everything else is either making the environment deal damage or making targets damage themselves. Or each other. Cantwell plays Unexplainable Storm, not a target. Increased damage dealt by the environment to non-hero targets by 1. End of the environment turn, this card deals the H-1 targets with the highest HP, 3 lightning damage each. So that is Omnitron, who takes 4, Luminary, and Quicksilver. The start of the environment turn, 1 hero may take 4 lightning damage. If it does, destroy this card. Okay. So Omnitron hits the 2 highest for 3, that is Ghost Girl and Unity, and then he hits Luminary for 5, and he plays Electropulse Explosive, so it's got 12 HP. We need to take care of it. That's it. Let's do some repair nanites, I guess. He's going to be dealing more damage, but I can do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage to this thing. That's not bad. Draw a card. Coalescing Spear. Quicksilver deals a target 3 projectile damage. Let's make that 4 to this thing. And then she'll hit herself for 2, so I can play Alloy Storm. Deal 2 damage and 2 damage. And then her power will do enough to take that thing out. Thank goodness. Draw a card. Alright, start of turn. 3 projectile damage to him. Let's Inspired Repair so I can get another card. Yeah, Volatile Part sounds good. You know what? Volatile Part sounds good, and then I'm going to turn that into Swiftbot, because she needs more cards. Draw 2. Let's play this, a Friendly Ghost. At the end of your turn, you may destroy this card. If you do, each player may put a card from their trash into their hand. Power is discard a card. If you do, up to 2 players other than you may use a power on their character card. I think that sounds like a good idea. Let's discard this Spirit card, so we're still increasing damage dealt by the environment to non-hero targets. And let's see, it's going to be Quicksilver and Luminary, so Luminary gets to do 1, 2, 3 damage to Omnitron, and so does Quicksilver. Not bad. Draw a card. And I think I will actually go ahead and destroy a Friendly Ghost. I'll get back the card that I discarded. We will get back her Construction Pylon. She's going to take back Liquid Metal. And Luminary is fine. Okay, somebody take 4 damage. I guess that's going to be Ghost Girl. Yeah, and if she was immune to damage from it, she wouldn't have been able to take it. I'll expand the conflict. In the environment turn, play the top card of the environment deck. Okay, yeah, we're not doing the discard thing, so we just play a card. It's also expand the conflict. Interesting. Play another card. Dagger's Hilt Gang. And the environment turn, this card deals each non-feature target 1 projectile damage, including itself. Hey, that's 2 damage to Omnitron, right? Yes, indeed. Oh yeah, and Luminary should have healed, so we'll just call that even. Okay, Omnitron hits the 2 highest, that's Quicksilver, who gets another +1 now, and Unity. And then he hits the highest for 5, that's Luminary. I'm sorry, 6. Those were both 4 damage. Oof. Disintegration Ray. That's it. She would like very much to have a disposable defender. And then she's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage to Omnitron, draw a card. We can play Iron Retort. She heals 2 and draws a card, and that doesn't reduce her damage. So she'll be doing 4 damage to Omnitron. Draw a card. Start of turn, 3 damage. Let's Brainstorm for number 1. And then I guess I'll play the Modular Workbench. Use that to play Cryobot, because who knows when that'll be handy. Draw 2 cards. Okay. The top card of my trash is still Spirit cards, so let's play a little mischief. Omnitron will do 3 damage to the Dagger's Hilt Gang, who will then do 3 damage to Omnitron because of Tend the Graveyard. And then we reduce their damage by 1. Power, let's see, the Dagger's Hilt Gang is going to do no damage this round, so let's have Omnitron hit himself for 2, draw a card. Alright, start of turn. Each player may discard... Oh man, we gotta discard H cards to get rid of those. Okay, if everyone discards down to 2, we will be evenly set. And in fact, Luminary is gonna discard 3, so somebody can keep 1. I want all of these. 8. Okay, that gets rid of both those cards. Cantwell plays Ghost of Cad. So that's hitting each non-feature, so no damage. Actually, 1 damage to Omnitron, because it's got a +1 against him. And it steals a non-feature target with the second highest HP, 3 infernal damage. That is actually Omnitron, so it hits him for 4. Thank you, Ghost Girl. Wait, actually, no, I discarded a spirit card. So, well, that's fine. Okay, Omnitron is doing a flat 3 to the 2 highest. It's Quicksilver and Ghost Girl. And then 5 to the highest twice. That's Unity and Turret Bot. Getting to the point where the bots are soaking damage. But I think we're almost done. He gets another electromagnetic railgun. Okay, I would play the Explosive Reconstructor, except it wouldn't do anything. So let's just go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4 devices, hit him for 4, draw a card, heal 1. Quicksilver get hit? I think she did. I'm going to retroactively burn that Iron Retort for 6 HP, which I think would mean she got hit for one of the 5s. Okay, so just look at her +2, we'll play Combo Chain, and 4 damage to Omnitron will end the game. Okay, that was pretty neat. I like the changes to Cantwell, they're a little bit more thematic. Let's take a look at Ghost Girl's deck, because she was pretty interesting, all things considered. So this card I discarded is the Rule of 3. At the end of your turn, if 3 non-spirit cards entered your trash this turn, Ghost Girl regains 3 HP, deals 3 damage of any type to a target, and 3 players draw a card, then destroy this card. Little hard to pull off, but the power is draw 3 cards, discard 2 cards. So definitely something you could do maybe the turn after you play that. A Terror to Some. Select a target. Until the start of your next turn, damage dealt to that target is irreducible. Then if the top card of your trash is a spirit card, that target deals itself 2 psychic damage. I really love the art on that because she is absolutely terrifying. Call of the General, which is the card I started off with and never got to play. Then if you turn if the top card of your trash is a spirit card, the environment deals the X lowest HP non-hero targets 1 irreducible infernal damage each, where X is the number of cards in the environment trash. Otherwise, the player with the fewest cards in hand may draw a card. Actually, very, very useful. The Cost of Magic. Destroy any number of relics you control. For each one destroyed this way, choose 1. And remember, she's only got 2. Well, you can pick up to 2 of these, or I think you can do one of them twice. Put 1 non-indestructible, non-character card third from the top of its deck. 1 character cannot deal damage until the start of your next turn. Draw 3 cards. Up to 3 players may use a power. Again, it's that Rule of 3 thing. I love that. Mystic Assistance. 1 player reveals the top 3 cards of their deck and puts 1 into their hand, 1 into their trash, and 1 into play. That's always a nice effect. Sink into the Shadows. Play this card next to another hero target. Reduce damage dealt to and by that hero target and Ghost Girl by 3. At the start of your turn, destroy this card. More 3s. A Comfort to Others. So, a Terror to Some, a Comfort to Others. I love that. Each hero target gains a hit point. You may play a card. That's pretty nice. Oh yeah. Note... Insam does his own artwork, and that's Gold Dragon. There's some crossover with the custom creators. Manny the Skull. Play this card next to a hero target. Increase damage dealt by that target by 1. If that target would be dealt 3 or more damage, prevent that damage and destroy this card. So, very nice. Delving deeper. At the end of your turn, if the top card of your trash is a spirit card, reveal the top card of the villain deck, otherwise reveal the top card of the environment deck. Then you may discard the revealed card. If you do, destroy this card, otherwise return it to the top of its deck. And Mother's Hairpin. At the end of your turn, if the top card of your trash is a spirit card, the lowest HP hero character regains 2 HP. So between the two relics, whatever you have on top of your deck, something will be happening at the end of your turn. Power is discard a non-spirit card. If you do, reduce damage dealt to one hero target by 1 until the start of your next turn. That's actually pretty nice. So yeah, she's a cool hero. She's got a lot of unique effects, and she has a very consistent, solid theme to everything that she does. I think that's pretty much your lot. That Omnitron fight was harrowing a little bit, but it wasn't overwhelming. Surprisingly, it could have gone differently, but yeah. So, as always, thank you for watching. Tabletop Simulator 3 Reaver Sentinels Cauldron DLC, Adult Phages Archives, and Menagerie of the Multiverse are not licensed for anything in these products. Please support the official release and flip.